Hello everyone. How's your day? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Today we have 4 questions from our slash ask Reddit, but yeah, to be honest, this week is kind of sad, but anyway, enjoy the video.
What's a reassuring fact that not many people know? 1. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself, so even if you're stuck in a bad habit or mindset, you can always change it with enough effort, no matter how old you are. 2. You never feel like a grown-up. You mostly just fake it and assume everyone else are actual adults. My data is only valid from ages 0 to 46 years of age. 3. A cat's purr released oxytocin and has a naturally calming effect, which can give human dopamine that has the effect of making you feel happy. Unless you're allergic. 4. If Mr. Rogers met you, there's a strong chance he'd be very proud of how far you've come. 5. Crime rates have continuously gone down year after year after year. Objectively, the world is a safer place than it was for crime anyways. Years ago, the news just talks about it more now. 6. Sunflowers angle themselves to always face the sun. But if the sun is covered up or if it's nighttime, the flowers will face each other instead. Very cute, I like it.
The second fact is so damn true, like I look for an adult sometimes, even if I am one.
What genuinely terrifies you? 1. Getting stuck in a tight spot like a cave or vent and dying of dehydration/starvation. I could not imagine the regret I'd feel while stuck in that position, especially with no one to speak to. Also catacombs, similar reason but being lost instead of stuck. 2. Mob mentality. Groups of people can be scary when they are angry and turn their brains off. 3. Being buried alive. Even the idea scares the ever-living crap out of me. I can't stand having my face covered, and any depiction in the movies or TV shows makes me uncomfortable. There it is, you people and my wife are the only ones that know, so no one tell okay. 4. Let's go around the room and share a fun fact about ourselves. I was recently a camp counselor, and what I did instead was ask people to tell me their favorite ice cream flavor, and I'd tell them why mine's better. They all loved it, and some of them even started fighting me saying mine sucked. 5. Mine's weird, but time terrifies me. There's no stopping time. There's nothing you can do. We are all just hourglasses, and the sand is slowly draining until there's none left. 6. I genuinely fear that everyone hates me and that I am not really a person people want to be around. 7. My mother passing away, it genuinely feels like it'll be completely dark after that, like it's the end. 8. Locked-in syndrome. The idea that you can be lying there listening to doctors tell your loved ones that you're brain dead, fully conscious and struggling to tell them that you're still in there, completely aware. Yes, somehow this is a thing.
I suppose it's really normal to fear something. I myself are scared that I couldn't support myself mentally or monetary-wise.
People who decided, to heck with it, I'm going for it. How did it go and what did you go for? 1. Left my comfortable life abroad to return to my home country and start work in a call center. For years of total regret at first. Now I am happy with my choice. I climbed the ladder quickly, left the crappy call center and learned a profession in the meantime. Now I live just as good here as I did abroad. Met my wife, bought a home. 2. Med school. I've been interested in it since middle school but never felt worthy enough for it because of my grades. Due to mental health and things like ADHD/autism, physical disability, etc. But after some incredible teachers, I was able to push hard and work towards it. I got accepted to my dream uni with almost a full ride, and I currently am attending with A's and B's with the support of family and friends. 3. Facebook kept suggesting a guy I'd gone on one date with in My People You May Know. We'd both had close deaths after the date and lost touch. I figured, fuck it, why not, and messaged him. We've been together 6 years now. Married, have a house, a bunch of dogs, a toddler, and one more kid on the way. Kind of worked out. 4. I once decided to move to a new city with no job lined up, just figuring it out as I went. It was super stressful at first, but eventually, it paid off. I made great friends, found a career I actually enjoy, and learned to trust the process more. 5. I've lived my adult life that way. Many times I throw caution to the wind and so far it's worked out fine. I found out early on through devastating loss that life is indeed short. So risk-taking, within reason. I'm not a dope. is how I have lived it. 6. A job for me. An opportunity came up for a job that I didn't have any of the qualifications for, but I have experience in the sector and thought, fuck it. Worst they can say is no. Mainly as I hated the job I had at the time, and the pay was low and management were terrible. Walked in, did my interview, and was taken on based on my experience. I was blown away. Instant pay rise, much better staff all around, and 8 years later I'm still here.
Try my luck making YouTube videos for a living. Haven't reached monetization, yet so can't really say how's it going.
What made you cut someone 100% out of your life? 1. Realizing that you have a choice on who you let into your life. Far too many people have floated on childhood memories, just being a toxic presence. 2. They were a leech and not a true friend. I feel as if I've probably never had a real friend. Still to this day, nobody calls me to check up on me. They call me when they need something or a favor. I embrace solitude now. 3. Tired of never being heard, of being an unpaid therapist. A comment says, see, I don't mind being an unpaid therapist for my friends. Lots of my friends come to me with issues. It's the not being heard that would make me end it. I'm not going to listen to your problems and give you advice if you can't and won't do the same for me when I need it. 4. Being disrespected over a minor disagreement. I realized they were toxic and dysfunctional. 5. I cut my brother out of my life due to his alcoholism. He died recently due to liver failure. It's a terrible thing to say, but I'm still glad I cut him out of my life. He would have lied and manipulated me until the very end if I didn't. The amount of drunk calls at 4 a.m. with him trying to guilt me into calling his kids and ex nonstop until they talk to him. Or the I'm his hospital for ex trying to guilt me into feeling sorry for him. Gangs are trying to kill me. But the worst was how believable he thought he sounded. It's a shame everyone abandoning him wasn't the wake-up call he needed to get sober. Instead, the only thing that made him quit drinking was learning that he'd be dead within the year because he did irreversible damage. In fact, I don't even think the threat of death is what did it. He became physically unable to have alcohol without it making him super sick, so I think the inability to drink is the only thing that made him stop.
Yeah, sometimes friendship is gone when we have no use for each other anymore. I used to have lots of friends. Now my group is quite small, but it's no big deal. At the very least, this one are real. Thank you to everyone who reached this point. You're the best. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing.